So you came all this way to give me an update on Ba'abra?
This feels like such a weird time to be buying at each other, but here we are.
I'm Jaime Fritsch. I need all you dozens of viewers out there to just tell me how you like this, alright? Welcome to this show.
So there's this place here in St. Louis called Grant's Farm. It's a farm people can visit. You know, we took field trips a lot there when I was a kid. You can like feed baby goats and stuff. And the other day I was talking to Nick and I was like, hey, you know, it'd be fun. We gotta go see Grant's Farm. It's been a while. And he kind of looked at me like I was literally insane. And he was like, you mean that gross farm where everything smelled like hot pee and all the sheep had dingleberries and everything was brown? And I was like, oh yeah. Farms are gross. So imagine my surprise when I saw that the #1 trending movie on Netflix was with Victoria Justice and this guy falling in love on a sheep farm. A poopy sheep farm. Out of all the intros I've done, that one was pretty gross. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about Netflix's A Perfect Pairing. Starring the adorable and lovable Victoria Justice and no one else you've ever heard of.
Excuse me? I know exactly who Adam Demos is. He's been in at least 6 films. Put some respect on his name.
Oh, sorry. A Perfect Pairing is the story of a hard-driving wine company executive, and if you're watching on Facebook, grape juice company executive, who travels to an Australian sheep farm to land a major client, and there she ends up working as a ranch hand and sparking with a rugged local. You guys, this movie gave me the feeling, okay, that I have to review this movie feeling. It has every ingredient that we love, okay? Every ingredient to make a big steaming pile of manure. I mean fun. So pour yourself a glass of Shiraz. I'm sticking with water today. Gotta be on my A game. And let's talk about A Perfect Pairing. But first, a word from today's sponsor. We interrupt this program to let you know that today's video is brought to you by...
Today's video is brought to you by HelloFresh.
Oh, hey, Chris Stapleton.
Hey.
Yeah, they're sponsoring today's video, so I was just gonna like give my viewers, you know, some info. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just in the area. You know, I figured I'd help you with your ad. Because I love HelloFresh, too.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Stapleton for some reason.
HelloFresh delivers high-quality produce from the farm to your door in less than a week. So you can savor summer flavors from home. Discover seasonal recipes like cucumber salad stuffed pita pockets, Tuscan shrimp stuffed sausage, chicken sausage stuffed peppers, and Tuscan shrimp. And so much more. Are you looking to wow a crowd at your next barbecue? Try grilling up HelloFresh's cheese stuffed burgers with pesto aioli or grilled salmon with balsamic maters, my personal favorite.
Hey, tell them about how HelloFresh can help you meet your goals.
Oh yeah, that's right. HelloFresh offers veggie, pescatarian, and fit and wholesome meals to help you stick to your goals.
That we're good. You can stop.
Lose that little bit of winter weight you may be put on.
Chris! Sorry.
HelloFresh makes things simple and amazing, and I love it so much that I have prepared a song in its honor. From the moment you're shipped to my door, till there's crumbs in my beard, your meals are the best. That makes me want HelloFresh.
That was really good.
Thanks, Jamie. Take it away.
So if you're interested in trying out HelloFresh, you can visit HelloFresh.com and use code JamieSaid16 at checkout for up to 16 free meals plus 3 surprise gifts. Tell them again, Chris.
Again, you can visit HelloFresh.com and use code JamieSaid16 at checkout for up to 16 free meals plus 3 surprise gifts.
Thanks, HelloFresh, for sponsoring today's video, and now back to the show.
Right on.
So the movie opens with the main character played by Victoria Justice. Her name is Lola. She's a wine person, or wine executive. Yeah, wine executive. And she has a very specific way of describing wines.
Suddenly transported to a chateau garden outside of Dijon on a warm autumn day.
So this handsome gent she's talking to, his name's Hamish. And he tells her to try this new wine that he picked up for his restaurant, created by somebody named Hazel Vaughn.
By Hazel Vaughn?
The brand is Vaughn Family Wines. If you don't understand who they are just yet, don't worry, they will over-explain.
No, not another...
I know, another Fortune 500 CEO with a vanity wine label. If you get Mythos a contract for Vaughn Wines, I'd put it on my list for all of my restaurants.
30 seconds in, and the female protagonist already has an objective, a mission. She's got a job to do, and it is wine o'clock.
I say that. I say it's 9 o'clock. It's kind of my thing. In fact, I have a picture of it, like, hanging in my dining room right next to the gather sign.
Shut up, Trish.
Oh, okay.
So back at work, we meet Lola's boss, Calder, who's a real piece of garbage.
I'm in the wine business, not the whining business.
And we also meet her coworker, Audra, who also is insufferable.
Oh, no, I know. I hate Laurel. Ugh.
But she's supposed to be. Get it? So the boss tells the girls that he needs new ideas for tomorrow's big meeting.
I want new ideas at town hall tomorrow.
Side note, guys, if you ever want to make your own movie that has a business in it, just get a business guy in a business suit doing business stuff and have him hold important business meetings. It works every time.
Oh, come on, work wife. Still.
Yeah, come on, work wife. Spill. Tell me about your big deal so that I can steal your idea. By the way, Audra steals Lola's idea. But we'll get to that in a second. First, we need to meet Lola's dad. He's a fun dad.
Hey, Dad.
He's in a book club with these two people. He doesn't have a ton of personality traits other than being super into coasters.
He's a coaster. He's a coaster.
He's super flexible. He kind of looks to me like he's close in age to Lola, which is kind of weird, and he over-explains everything. He's like the biggest over-explainer of the movie, I would say. Case in point, this scene right here where you find out Lola was previously married to some D-bag named Tyler.
Tyler let a damn good thing go. Time to move on like he did.
Always see the best in people. Don't stop now. Heart got broken, you press pause on your love life. It's time to press play. Got to learn to trust again.
So Lola heads to work the next day, for the big business meeting, and she walks into the conference room to see Audra presenting her idea to the room of other business people. She tries to go tell Calder, but he's on the phone with Sugar Pops.
Sugar Pops. I got the opera tickets. Okay, ciao.
Okay. Ciao. I say ciao because I'm a businessman who's been to Italy.
Ciao.
So anyway, Lola tries to tell Calder, she's like, dude, Vaughn Family Wines was my idea. But he totally blows her off, and so she quits.
I'm quitting. I would rather sell margaritas in a can at a suburban 7-Eleven than work another minute for you. Bye, hon. Good luck finding someone else's ideas to steal.
I'm unsure what to think of this facial expression. It's like, kind of know I messed up and I did something wrong, but I'm not willing to tell the boss what I did because I really want this big account and I kind of want a Girl Scout cookie. So Lola decides to go out on her own. She starts her own company called Salud Imports, and she decides that she's gonna land the Vaughn Family Wines account all on her own.
I need Vaughn Family Wines.
So she does some internet stalking, as one does, and finds out that the Vaughn family actually has an Airbnb in Australia. It's kind of creepy, but you gotta do what's necessary, I guess, to land the big client.
Am I brave or just really crazy?
You are brazy, which means both. So she goes to the land down under. Is that New Zealand? So Lola goes to the land down under. As soon as she gets there, she meets this super cute guy.
Well, good morning, Australia.
Let me help you with that.
Thanks. Whoa!
Ooh, youch. I want to talk to that actor. I feel like he definitely had to have gotten whiplash. So Lola heads into the Airbnb and she gets a scare from this hunky Aussie named Max.
Oh! Hi.
Do you guys think that he's gonna end up as her love interest? It's just, we have no way of knowing. It's so hard to tell. So Max is like, this ain't the Airbnb. This is Hazel Vaughn's house.
If by boss you mean Hazel Vaughn, could you help a girl get introduced?
Right. That's why you're snooping around her house.
Yeah, she just walked into the lady's house while she's there to earn her business. Ouch. So he's like, let me take you to the cottage. So he goes to show her the cottage when this other guy comes up and informs him that there was a jackaroo that just quit.
That new jackaroo, Peter, this is quit.
Oh, wait, I saw that guy.
Oh wait, that was him? That was Peter. Darn that bloke. So guys, you see what's happening here? Lola's there in business. She wants to land the wine account, but there's a job opening at the sheep farm. Who do you think's gonna volunteer as tribute? Again, really tough to say. So on the way to the cottage, who does Lola spot but Hazel Vaughn herself? The wine lady. Not to be confused with the grape lady. See, the two are similar, but if you try really hard, you can tell a difference. So Lola immediately pitches her pitch to Hazel, at which Hazel just laughs. She's like, I would never go with a first-time importer.
Absolutely no way I'll go with a first-time importer.
So Lola's like, okay, how about this? I become the new jackaroo and work on your sheep farm to show you that I don't mess around. And if I do a good job, you go with my company as your wine importer.
You will never have to send me off to sober up under a tree.
Oh, you mean so you're not gonna do this? Because I feel like you're gonna. Well, kids, it's time for our first short break, and when we come back, Lola makes friends with the sheep. Don't miss it.
Here they all you got?
My ankle boots?
Please fall. Please fall. For the love of God. We're 20 minutes in and the female protagonist hasn't fallen.
We'll start back training tomorrow.
This is gonna be fun.
Dang it. So instead of the Airbnb cottage that she originally booked, she ends up staying at the shearer's quarters. And I mean, look at this shearer's quarters. Have you ever seen a settier set? Look how setty this set is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a setty set. I love anything that reminds you that you're watching a movie. But I haven't seen a set this setty since like, I don't know, One Tree Hill. Anyway, this little cabin is where all the other Jillaroos stay. There's 3 of them that she becomes roommates with, and they are boring. Sorry, but they just are.
Oi, over here. We saved your seat.
You guys are, talking to me now?
Hey, Lola. What are you having for brekkie, huh? What's that, air? Is that gluten-free air? Looks delicious.
Hey, morning.
See, they're mean, they haze her. So Lola goes to start her Jillaroo duties for the first time, and she starts talking to a sheep.
You ready to eat?
Which is fun. I would probably do the same thing. But then the really good part is that she finally falls. It's a really good female protagonist fall. However, it's in slow motion, you know? So I feel like it would throw off the vibe of our female protagonist fall compilation. But don't worry, there's heaps more.
Oh, that was terrible.
Maybe in addition to the female protagonist fall compilation, we should also have a compilation of females who just can't work. They just can't. Females who can't, because there's a lot of that. This whole scene is so chaotic and just the definition of cringy. The puns are just, they're puns only a father could love. See what I mean?
You are a grand dame, a diva. You are Barbara Streisand.
Well, guys, we finally get to see our first sparks between Max and Lola when he saves her from a brown snake.
Brown snake! Brown snake! Brown snake! It's a brown snake.
Okay.
She was eating that snake's territory. Crikey. So then she sprays poop all over everyone.
I saw this whole thing going differently.
That's the modern day female protagonist version of Did I Do That? Hey, you know what I just realized? Netflix has a thing. They have a thing for young, beautiful women and horse poop. Remember She's All That? I thought that was a one-time thing, but no. Lola too falls in poop.
Wait, no, I'm sorry.
I realize now that I'm editing this that I'm pretty sure this is just regular mud and not poop. But you gotta admit, it looks extra gross. And yes, she's finally making it into our female protagonist fall compilation.
Ow! That's embarrassing. Ow!
So Lola's got a lot to think about, guys. She's doubting. She's got to contemplate every decision that's led her up to this moment. And she finds an old scrapbook. I don't know why I keep doing that. So she finds this old scrapbook, like the Vaughn family scrapbook, and she discovers that many moons ago, this lady, Sibylla Vaughn, she was like a trailblazer, a pioneer, if you will, of the Vaughn family. I guess she kind of got the whole thing started, and Lola feels really inspired by her story, and she wants to stick it out at the sheep farm and stay. She's gonna learn to love the sheep poop. I like this little second act of the movie. She really starts to develop an attraction to Max. She's watching him toss some hay, checking out his biceps and stuff. She's feeling some type of way, and I mean, can you blame her? I would have been the same exact way. Crikey. Look at those biceps. He's ripped. That chest is bonza. He's tossing so many heaps of kilos.
Well,
Classic Lola. Heaps and loads of tricks up her sleeve. So the movie gets super boring for like a weirdly long time, like longer than most movies. It was just filler scene after filler scene after filler scene. It just kind of shows like her developing relationship with Max. She's starting to get along with the other Jillaroos. They have like nail polish painting parties and they go aggressively dancing together. Lola and Max take walks like 18 times.
Stop it.
It's not that important. But then we find out a secret, a little plot twist, if you will, which is that Max is actually Max Vaughn, meaning Hazel Vaughn's brother.
Oh, I'm your sister.
Meaning heir to the Vaughn family wine, fortune. Why couldn't I think of that word?
What? Wait a second, what's that? Is that why you insisted that she stay? Because you thought she'd get under my skin? Yeah.
And then you thought to yourself, I'll have kids too, maybe. They could be cousins, run around the farm, toss manure at each other. You thought all those specific thoughts to yourself, didn't you? My sister. So one day Max takes Lola to see the Vaughn family winery. You find out some fun facts about Vaughn wine.
No chemicals, no manipulations, just grapes.
Yeah, it's just grapes. See, we have a lady in the back. She stomps on the grapes, but she's always getting hurt.
Oh, boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No, I
there.
think she is.
Yeah, she's hurt.
Ouch. So while they're there, Lola realizes that the label, like on the Vaughn family wines bottles, is a little bit dated. A little bit go. Just remember that, okay, because it comes back. And speaking of coming back, you gotta take one more little break, but you can't miss the big conflict and resolution that all occurs within like 30 seconds of each other. See you there.
Wow.
This green screen is the worst thing I've ever seen. Mine's way worse, but it's still pretty bad. God, look how setty this is. It's so fun. So I guess when people go visit the Vaughn family winery, they like have to stay the night out there because it's too far of a drive back or something. I don't know, but they end up staying the night in this little cabin. And Lola ends up sketching this new design for the Vaughn family wine bottles.
I was inspired by a field trip. A new label. Every bottle should tell her story.
And that right there, my friends, is what seals the deal for Max. And they finally have a kiss.
I get some of this pizza.
Do you guys ever just feel like movie kissing is weird? Like, go to bed, kids, ear muff it, okay? I always think movie kissing is weird. I feel like they lock lips and then they go like this. Like at the same time. Why you guys do that? So the next morning, Max reveals his secret identity.
I'm Max Vaughn.
Sorry, what?
Max Vaughn.
I guess he wasn't telling Lola who he was because he wanted her to love him for him and not for his money and power.
People find out I have money and power. That's all it's about.
So she, of course, gets unbelievably angry because there has to be a conflict. But it's just just silly. Any reasonable person would have been like, oh, why didn't you tell me? And he'd be all like, well, nobody knows. Nobody on the farm knows. It's a big secret. I wasn't comfortable sharing it until I trusted you. And I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. Thanks for telling me. Do you like want to go get some Vegemite or? But this is a rom-com. So the woman has to be mad at the man for something that isn't that big of a deal.
I was just trying to protect my heart.
Yeah, well, I wish I'd done the same.
So guys, Calder and Audra, remember them from Lola's old job? They catch wind that Lola is in Australia trying to land the deal with the Vaughn family. So they fly to Australia, they ambush Hazel, and she ends up deciding to go with their company instead of Lola's little startup business.
And I'll have my Sydney office draw up the contracts.
And she's like, you know what? Everything's going wrong. My new boyfriend lied about his identity. I lost the Vaughn account. I'm going back to America. But before she goes, she shows Hazel her sketch for the new wine bottle label.
You have a unique opportunity here to have her inspire countless others around the world.
Keep that in mind. So she has to go say her goodbyes to Max, and I just feel like the background is insanely blurry. Like Beauty Guru circa 2014 blurry.
Goodbye, Max Vaughn.
Goodbye, Lola Alvarez.
He seemed like he didn't want to say her last name. Goodbye, Lola Alvarez.
Lola Alvarez.
He just like trailed off. Fast forward a few months, Lola's back in America. Her business appears to be doing well. Her office is a really steady set. She hired Audra. She's very forgiving. Her dad lovingly over-explains where they got the office space.
You know, when you rented that nice apartment, Lola, I was hoping to turn this into a yoga studio.
You know, just in case the viewers were like, hey, wait a minute, where'd she get that office space? So Lola takes her business to this like wine expo and sets up a booth to bring in potential new clients. She's mingling, she's meeting new customers, she gets reunited with Hamish, and who shows his beautiful Aussie face but Max.
You blew it spectacularly.
Nah, mate. I'm the one who blew it. The reaction to the new label is through the roof. Barbara misses you.
That's kind of funny.
She mopes all around a pen all day. She's miserable.
Okay, that was incredibly sad. Side note, this whole movie, they have this elderly sheep who's like in solitary confinement.
And why is Barbara stuck in solitary?
She's dinner next Sunday.
What?
And we're all just supposed to like be okay with it.
Just the way it is with old timers.
I forgot to tell you guys, but it's not important. I appreciate that Lola fought to save her life, but nobody like addresses the fact that the sheep is alone all the time. Rude. They would never do that at Grant's farm.
So you came all this way to give me an update on Barbara?
This feels like such a weird time to be buying at each other, but here we are. Anyway, he kind of apologizes, I guess.
I was a fool to let you go. So here I am. Go big or go home, right?
And they kiss and make up. Isn't it weird, like in movies where woman gets mad at man, man does nothing,
Go big or
and then woman is no longer mad at man?
go home, right?
Shut up and kiss me.
Like, what did he do to suddenly change anything? It's upsetting. Again, they reconcile. They finish the movie off at what's-her-name's wedding. Lola finally learns how to whistle. And it ends with a super weird shot of a champagne mountain. Why champagne when the whole movie's about wine? And that is Eat. That was fun. It wasn't that bad to watch. I mean, it's literally 100% cliches and cringiness and unnecessary filler stuff, but it at least satisfied my need to go visit Grant's farm. Actually, no, I still want to go there and feed the baby goats. So I couldn't find the budget, but let's check out some of the reviews, shall we? There's a couple 1-star reviews, which of course are always the funniest. 1 out of 10, genuinely one of the most boring things I've ever seen. I rarely give movie reviews ratings as low as 1 star, but this was bad. Even bad movies usually have some sort of entertainment value, but this was just boring? Question mark? There wasn't an ounce of originality in the plot. Literally every typical trope was used, leading to one of the most predictable films in existence. Yes, okay. And the leads have no chemistry. You can kind of feel the acting. I don't know. I thought they had chemistry. I feel like the acting was okay. It's just when good actors are forced to do stupid stuff. That's what makes a bad movie. Just my opinion. Here's another one from Rotten Tomatoes. I enjoyed this film about as much as if I were cleaning poop on a sheep farm. I'm not the only one who talked about sheep poop. You know what is also kind of fun is to, like, when you watch a bad movie and then you see the reviews that are 10 stars out of 10, like someone who absolutely loved it. Like this review entitled, Good Movie. This is a perfect, very good movies I enjoy. Very, very beautiful movie. Popcorn, popcorn, popcorn. Very, very nice. I'm so excited to this video, seeing it on DVD. It ends with the DVD. Can you get Netflix movies on DVD? That would be wild. Well, guys, like I say, after most cheesy, predictable, cringy rom-com videos, I hate them. I like to make fun of them, but I also kind of like them. I like Victoria Justice. I think she's just a doll. So that's all for me today, kids. Thanks for being here and tolerating my terrible Australian accent. Let me know down below what movies you want me to review, what stuff you want me to talk about. You can submit a video topic if you want. I have a Google form in all my description boxes. Don't forget to join me on Patreon for exclusive behind the scenes content of today's green screen footage. Don't forget to subscribe to my second channel for cool vlogs and stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Crikey. What in the irritable bowel syndrome are you guys eating on this farm? Straight up chlorophyll? You're not doing a good job, by the way. Do a better job. Use soap.
Are we not gonna talk about this other part? Are we not gonna talk about it?
We're gonna need 20 loads today.
20 loads? Like 20 heaps of kilos? Yeah, guys, that very obvious studio light that you have behind that tree looks pretty and all, but it looks a little setty, mates.
What are you scribbling so intently?
That reminds me of, okay, what are you always writing in there? Just raps and poems. Crossroads, anyone?
This is gonna be fun.
Hey, 1984 called, and they want their cross-dissolved transitions back. you get hurt?
Jeez, dude. I have to beg for forgiveness because I went to Upshot and I overthought it, and I just didn't text anybody but thought to, and then was like, but she's recording, and then her phone's gonna.
Well, we all know Shannon could never get away with murder. So Lola goes to the land down under. I can't do it. Heaps and heaps of important things. Heaps and loads and kilos of important things. Heaps and loads. Heaps and loads. Heaps and loads of tricks. With a first-time importer, I would never go with a first-time importer. Why do I feel like those letters on the roof of that barn aren't really there and that someone used PicMonkey to superimpose them? I don't know if I want to take a break now. I'm supposed to take a break now. Supposed to take a break now. Supposed to take a break right now. But it doesn't feel like the right time. I'm really doubting taking a break.
It's always so hot here.
Gets heaps hotter in the Arvo.
Heaps? Like how many heaps? Like kilos? Heaps and heaps of kilos? Meanwhile, Lola and her friends get into a bar fight.
Dad, I can't talk. I'm in a bar fight.
I should have never encouraged her to go to Australia. She's in a bar fight.
Okay, are they working out? Are they working out? Why does my own accent sound weird now? But for real, I thought this was odd. Like, these are Lola's dad's friends from book club, but they do light to moderate resistance band workouts outside. I don't know.
You should be including every single second of this movie. This video should be the same length as the movie. This video should include so much detail that they don't even need to watch your video. They can just go over to Netflix and watch the original movie. Put some respect.
This is itchy.